Does your credit score look like this and you want it to look like this? I'm gonna show you 3 letters that the credit bureaus are scared of so you can jumpstart your results. So with that being said, you already know what time it is. Let's get right into it. What's up, family? I'm back with another one. Hey, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the family. So in today's class, we're gonna talk about how to use these 3 letters right here. Yup, these 3 letters right here to start giving you some results, knocking those collections off your credit report, that bankruptcy, that repossession, whatever you have on your credit report. Hey, we're gonna slap them boys, right? So I'm gonna show you how to do step by step by step. So what you gotta do is go grab a pen, go get some paper. Hey, we're gonna drink some water today because class is gonna be good. So what I got outlined for you today, right? I'm gonna show you how to use a secret letter if you don't know how to use a secret letter, right? Also, I'm gonna show you how to use this KO letter right here, the KO letter, and then I'm gonna show you how to use the terminator letter, right? Hey, I have a 2-part terminator, but I'm gonna show you the first part, right? I'm gonna show you, I'll give you a sneak peek of the terminator letter right here, because we're gonna get some results, right? So in order to use any of those letters, right, we have to identify everything on our credit report, right? When you come to my class, we gotta check out our credit report. We don't use Credit Karma, we use a real credit report to see what's really going on, right? So download your credit report. It's only $1. The link is in the description, but here's what we're gonna do. As you probably have seen in my previous videos, hey, this is what we do first, right? We identify everything, right? I teach y'all real live things, right? No fluff. If you want to go see some fluff, go to somebody else's channel. But I'm gonna show you what to really do, right? So first thing you have to do is identify everything on your credit report first, right? You want to get a whole summary. Hey, the link is in the description if you want to see something like this. So we're going to check everything: total accounts, open accounts, closed accounts, right? Delinquent accounts. If you got a delinquent account, that means that account is been past due, right? 30 days, 60 day, 90 day, right? We're going to check all the derogatory accounts. Derogatory means repossession, eviction. Those are derogatory accounts, right? Or charge off, right? Collections, we already know what a collection is, right? Balances, we want to make sure the balances are right. Payments, we want to make sure the payments are right. We want to check all that. Public records, meaning bankruptcies, and everybody know what hard inquiry is, right? Everybody assumes that hard inquiries is hurting their credit score. It does, but it's not the major factor, right? Now, the biggest thing, right, is what you want to do is identify every negative item, right, on your credit report, right? So every negative item on your credit report, what you got to do is put a star by it, right? Because we're not disputing it right yet. We're not going to dispute it just off rip. We're going to identify all the negative accounts on our credit report first. So what you want to do is go line item by line item. You want to go account number, account type, account detail, account status, monthly payment, day open. As you can see, day open is, hey, all you got to do is just circle it, right? You just want to see all the different information, right? Last reporting date, I already know this is wrong, so you just circle it. As you can see, you got 3 different dates. Date last active, hey, that's all you have to do is just go line item by line item of every single account on your credit report. Once you do that, now we're going to use, these letters. Now we're going to get some real results. So now we check what's going on our credit report, right? We did a deep analyzation. We see all the negative items on our credit report, right? Now what we got to do is set the credit bureaus up. I know I talk about this, but we got to set them up. Hey, we need to set them up. So we need to use this secret letter to set them up. Once you use this secret letter to set them up, hey, first thing, before we set them up, let me say something real quick. Hey, this don't work unless you work. But as long as you put in the work, you have no choice but to see results, right? If you believe in what goes around comes around, hey, it's gonna happen. So put in the work, set the credit bureaus up, and you're gonna see some results. Hey, so here go the secret letter right here, right? I'm not gonna read everything, but I'm just gonna go over a few things, right? You're gonna put your full name right here, full name and address, right? You're gonna put your address, right? Don't put the address that you have negative accounts with, right? Make sure you put a different address. So full name, address, accounts. You're gonna list all the accounts on the credit report. You can read this right here, but I'm not gonna go over and read all this. But what you wanna do is list all the accounts, right? You're gonna put the account name, right? You're gonna grab the account name off the credit report, and you're gonna get the account number, right? Now, if it doesn't have the full account number, it's okay. If it have X's, stars, or whatever, that's okay. You don't need the full account number. As long as you have a few digits, that's good enough. So have the account name, account number, and then you're going to tell them, please investigate every piece of information. If it's not correct, please remove from my credit report. I know everything is not basically grammatically correct on here, right? But that's not the point, right? The point is to send the letter in, because they know that if everything's perfect, then it's probably somebody else that's doing this, or that's what they think. So just have grammatical errors, add some extra stuff on here. That's okay. If you put a little stuff, if you circle, it don't matter, right? Just put the account name, account number, account name, account number, account name, account number. If you have multiple accounts, that's fine. People tell y'all 5 accounts. No, every account that's on your credit report that's negative, put it on here. So here's what you're gonna do now, right? You're gonna download that letter, right? The secret letter. You're gonna add 2 forms of identification, and you're gonna send it to all 3 major credit bureaus, right? Experian, TransUnion, Equifax. I'll have the address in the description, so you can go ahead and grab it, but you're gonna send it to all 3. Now, what you're gonna do now is just wait. It's time to wait. I know it's gonna seem like it's forever, but you gotta be patient, right? You're just gonna wait 30 days. Put in your calendar 30 days from the time you sent that letter off. So when you send this letter off, make sure you certify, right? You can do this from home, right? I had a video, the video's right here, and I'll show you how to do it from home. You can watch it after this, but you can send this letter from your own home. You only gotta print it out. Just add 2 forms of identification with that letter, and then send it to the 3 major credit bureaus. And what's gonna happen now, you're gonna wait 30 days. After 30 days, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna hit them with the KO letter, right? So what this KO letter does, I'm gonna show you real quick what it does real quick. I wanna make sure y'all see this, right? I wanna make sure y'all see this. So the KO letter, right? You're gonna put your full name, address, date, right? And then you can read over this, right? However, you're gonna put the account name and account number, right? And then you're gonna basically say, I have previously requested that you investigate the information and you failed to correct the errors. You're reporting on my credit report. Now it's not time to update. I demand that you immediately delete this inaccurate information from my credit. So here's what's going on, right? You sent the secret letter in. This secret letter in, you sent it in. You told them to check every piece of information on that account, right? You told them to do a proper investigation, check line item by line item. We know they're not gonna do it. However, you told them to do it, right? Now, what's gonna happen now is they're gonna send you the results back of their investigation. We know they didn't do an investigation because they ain't call your family, they ain't call your friends, they ain't call your next door neighbor, they ain't do none of that, right? So we already know they didn't do a proper investigation, right? According to the FCRA. So what you wanna do now, after the results come back, either 2 things is gonna happen. Either the account got removed or the account got updated, quote unquote updated. So if it got updated, what you want to do is update your second credit report. I mean, you're going to go update your new credit report and print it off, right? And make sure that they did the proper investigation. If they're supposed to correct the open date, they're supposed to correct everything on that account. Everything has to be 100% accurate, right? So if they don't, hey, this is how you use this letter, because basically they were supposed to update everything. However, they didn't. So now they have to remove it and they can't go back on to update it because they said everything was 100% accurate, right? They said was 100% accurate. So you're gonna send this letter in with the actual report stating, you're gonna highlight all the stuff that is still not reported accurately, and they have to delete the account now. So if they don't delete the account in a timely manner, hey, what we're gonna do, we're gonna use the terminator letter right here. Hey, this letter right here, this letter right here, this one right here, hey, is game over for them. So I'm gonna show you how to use this terminator letter step by step by step so you can start seeing the results. And we're gonna use this letter plus the CFPB, but I'm gonna show you how to just send it first. And if they don't respond to this, then you know what to do. Hit them with the CFPB. So I know this is what y'all been waiting for, the terminator letter, right? The part 1 of the terminator letter. I can't give y'all part 2. I'm gonna give y'all a little sneak peek of the terminator letter right here, right? So their Experian or their TransUnion or their Equifax, you gotta print off all 3 or send it certified. I, first name, last name, consumer and natural person, am aware of all rights that I have in which are protected by the Congress under the FCRA Fair Credit Reporting Act. The list of accounts below has violated my federally protected consumer rights to privacy and confidentiality under the 15 USC 1681. You're going to list the account name, account number. You're going to basically say 15 USC 1681 section 602A states that I have the right to privacy. 15 USC 1681 604A section 2, it also states a consumer reporting agencies cannot furnish account without my written instructions, right? Delete this account immediately unless you want to be held $1,000 per violation, right? So you already know they ain't trying to be held. So you're gonna list all the accounts, all the account numbers, and send this off certified. So now what you want to do is print off that letter, right, and attach 2 forms of identification, right? A driver's license and proof of address, right? Make sure you take a legible picture, right? Take a legible picture of both the driver's license and a bill that's in your name that has your name and address, right? Take a full picture because you don't want no stall letters saying that they can't verify who you are. So print that off, send 2 forms of identification. Once you do that, make sure you certify, right? Certify mail this thing because you want to hit them for every violation if they don't respond correctly. Because if they don't respond and don't remove those items, you already know what we're going to do, right? We're going to use a CFPB. Once we use a CFPB, you're going to have all the evidence that we acquire, right? The secret letter, then the KO letter with the credit report and everything highlighted, right? And then we're going to hit them with all the laws, right? You can also print those laws off as well with the terminator letter. So print the laws off as well. I gave you the 15 USC 1681. You can print the laws off as well and show them how they violate it. You can highlight it and just show them everything that they're doing wrong.